Morning everyone, and welcome to Lfc V TV. So it's a little bit of a difference this morning. I've decided to go live on my actual personal Facebook because I have a lot of friends on my Facebook that are Liverpool fans that haven't joined my Lfc V TV yet. So I just thought if I go live here, maybe you'll be interested in joining. It's free, and also my YouTube channel, which again is free to subscribe to. So you have to bear with me a little bit because I've got a bit of a chest bug, so I'm just trying to not speak too quick just so I don't get out of breath quicker. But today's a game which, yeah, we could say hasn't got a lot of importance on it because obviously we're already through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, but it's still got a bit of importance to it, to the fact that if we did win Fulham, which I don't think we will do, then we win the group. But we're going to see a lot of newbies tonight, a lot of players that we haven't got a chance to see yet, and this Calvin Ramsey I've got big high hopes for. Now, when we signed him from Aberdeen, he was actually the top teenager in Europe for assisting goals, and I've watched a lot of footage from his goals in the SPL, and he's great. He's about 6'2", so he's a really, really big right back. He's a young lad, he's very quick, he's strong, and he's got one hell of a right foot. So for those of you that haven't seen Calvin Ramsey tonight, I've heard he's starting at right back. I suggest you get ready for a good performance because he's got a lot of talent. And even Klopp's come out and said that he's been fantastic in training, and he looks fantastic as well. I can't wait to see Ben Doak make his Liverpool debut. I think that'll be against Derby in a couple of weeks, on a week Wednesday, I think. So yeah, if you haven't joined Lfc V TV, it's a Facebook group. This is why I'm going live on my personal Facebook this morning, just so I can attract a few more members. And it's like personal videos from me that I do build. When I'm not working at Celtic, I do sort of videos, previews and post-match. And even yesterday I did one about Klopp demanding transfers. I'm just going to do a preview now for Lfc V Napoli. So it's good, you can get involved. We do quizzes sometimes. We do, we just do all kinds of things. I'm doing a podcast with my mate Scott Williams in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be really good. So get ready to be watching that. And I'm the only one that does this. I've not seen anybody else do this, which is like a personal, sort of a view from a Liverpool fan. And obviously not everyone agrees with me. That's not what it's about. And I am very, passionate about Liverpool, and sometimes that can come across as people thinking that I think I know it all. It's not that. I just go with my heart and my gut, and I am wrong. I can be wrong on many occasions, but I'm passionate about the Reds. And I put up a post last night about you find out who you are as a supporter when the chips are down. Now I go back to it when I was going to every match week in, week out, sometimes 3 times a week under Brendan Rodgers, when we were pretty shite, to be honest with you, just before he got the sack. And I remember one of the biggest lows being when we lost 6-1 to Stoke away. And you never had to worry about getting a ticket then. It was always easy because, nobody wants to jump on the train when it needs pushing. They all want to jump on it when it's in full flow. And that's exactly what I don't like about some of our fans. A lot of them have only supported us in the last 5 years, and it pisses me off. But that's the way it is. So Klopp needs time. And what he needs time for now is what's called a change in transition. Liverpool are going through a major change. I think it's come earlier than I expected, you expected, and FSG expected, but it's certainly hit us now. The problem we've got is we've had that many injuries that Klopp has not been able to rest the Hendersons, the Thiagos, the Fabinhos. He's had to play them. Curtis Jones has been thrown back in even though he's had 3 months off. So it's just been a really, really sort of topsy-turvy season. And honestly, I still believe we're going to achieve great things this year. It's going to sound really, really deluded, but I actually think that the World Cup is going to be a blessing in disguise for us because Klopp will work through. I know that I work for Celtic. They're going away to Australia for the whole month of the World Cup, and I just think it's like a big pre-season for the players that are not going. Now, if you actually look at Liverpool's squad, Jota's not going. Diaz is not going. I've heard he's coming back, earlier than expected. He could even possibly be back for Southampton or Derby, I'm hearing. So these players, he could even still go to the World Cup, Diaz, you just don't know. These players are going to get a time now, and if Klopp wants to work on a new system, he's got a month now to work on it. I know for a fact he's got 2 games. I think we've got 2 friendlies arranged, haven't we? I think we've got Milan and somebody else in the World Cup, so it's great. He's still going to get to watch Liverpool while the World Cup's on, which is a bit mind-blowing, and it's never happened like that before. So all I'm saying is, you've got to understand now as a Liverpool fan that yes, we do need new players in, but there is no point bitching about that now. There is no point banging these big FSG out stupid posts, right? Because at the end of the day, somebody nailed it yesterday and I shared it, right? You can't change owners every time we have a bad... It's like when a striker goes through a drought, you want to change your striker. You can't change owners just because they're going through a tough few months, because it's a long process selling a football club. You can't just, oh, let's get rid of them owners, they ain't spent enough, let's just sell the club. And who are you selling the club to? I mean, FSG will want £3 billion at least for Liverpool. So who's available to buy that? And the last thing you want is to become PSG or Man City, because that just goes against everything that Liverpool are. So if you're one of them fans that wants us to sell to that type of club, I actually like it that we're fighting against oligarchies, we're fighting against state-owned football clubs. I love that, because every time we win a trophy, that is a big middle finger to them, as if to say, we do it our way, we do it the way of Liverpool Football Club. And that man behind me, I always get the wrong way, that man behind me, Jurgen, is a master at it. Go back to his Borussia Dortmund days. He used to say that Bayern Munich fight with bazookas, but we have bows and arrows. But it didn't work out too bad for Robin Hood. So he's a romantic when it comes to stuff like that, Klopp, which is why him and FSG are perfect. Because that's the way they believe in doing it. I mean, go back to the Boston Red Sox. Go watch the film Moneyball. I say this all the time. Watch the film Moneyball and you'll understand FSG's way of doing it. I mean, we've gone and got Ben Doak for 600 grand from Celtic. Have you seen this boy? Have you actually seen him? I've never, ever, ever seen a player come through, and that includes Michael Owen and Steven Gerrard. I have never seen anybody like this boy in my entire 30 years of watching Liverpool coming through the youth ranks. I've just read the... in fact, I'll get on it now. Let me just read this out about Ben Doak. In fact, you know, it's a bit... This is how I do things, a little bit off the cuff, but... Ben Doak is different to any other young player that I have ever seen. This is Liverpool's coach. So this is the national team coach for Scotland, but this is it. Scotland under-17 coach Brian McLaughlin has claimed that Liverpool youngster Ben Doak is an incredible dribbler. My Uncle Graham actually said that he's the closest thing to George Best he's ever seen, and he's got lightning pace. They call him the wee rocket. He's only 16. Speaking to the Liverpool Echo, McLaughlin detailed Doak's journey to Liverpool last summer, describing the 16-year-old's playing style. The coach said he's a type of winger who loves to take players on. Wherever he is on the pitch, Doak, he's different. He's just different. He wants to take players on. He wants to be really, really positive. And as long as he keeps that character and reminds himself of what his major strengths are, we'll try to encourage him, he said. He's a different type of player to anybody who I've come through recently. His athleticism alone is different. The thing that struck me about Ben when he joined the programme is how he came with an ambition that he wanted to achieve something big. He then went into our youth squad and went through the same process as Billy Gilmore gone through. But Ben looked at what we were doing, what we were trying to do, and he wanted to play and he just loved it. He just wanted to learn more information and wanted to face the demands of top European teams. We're going to give him all... he's got the same characteristics, as Billy Gilmore. But if you actually go on to actually watch this kid, it's all right saying you can stick YouTube on and they all look great. Yeah, they do. But he's different. I mean, the goal he scored against Rangers in the Europa Youth League the other day was mind-blowing. The ball gets cleared from a corner kick out to the wing. He's got his back to goal facing the throw-in, where a throw-in could be taken, near the corner flag. He's skinned 2 players, gone through 2 more, and outside of the right foot with it into the top corner. I've never seen a goal like it. If this was Lionel Messi or Ronaldo, you'd be watching it on Sky Sports every day for the next 6 months. He skins people. They call him the wee rocket. So this transition period I'm talking about with Liverpool and Klopp, it's going to be exciting. Embrace it. Don't look at it as, oh, we're not going to win the league. Well, so what? If we don't win the league for 2 more years, we went 30 years. We've got Luis Diaz. We've got Nunez, who will come good. Say come good. He's still got 6 goals this season, and he's hardly really played compared to his rival strikers. It's going to take time for him to settle in. It took Robbo 6 months. So we've got him. We've got this Doherty kid we got from Ireland who looks absolutely unbelievable. We've got the German striker as well, who's supposed to be pulling up trees in the academy. That Oakley Canier as well coming through, who's the ball boy that threw at the Trent in the famous Trent goal against Barca. He's bagging 30 a season. We've got some exciting kids come through. Tyler Morton is playing outstanding out at Blackburn Rovers, apparently a bit like Harvey Elliott. So what I'm saying to you is you have to keep the faith with this core of players that are coming through, and FSG will back Klopp because they won't want to lose him. So it comes down to one thing: what type of supporter are you, and what type of supporter are you going to be? I was actually speaking to a close friend yesterday who's Scouts through and through, and he's told me that the atmosphere against Leeds was toxic, that there was fans after Curtis Jones, there was arguments in the stands. Let's not become like Man United, and even they're poking fun at us at the moment, saying FSG in, state of their owners. Ronaldo's just come out this week and said that nothing's changed at Old Trafford and Carrington in 12 years. Our owners have built a £60 million state-of-the-art training facility. They've built a main stand which you can see all over the city of Liverpool. They've bought a brand new Anfield Road end. Do you not think that their plan is to build Anfield to as big as possible so we can go and buy people like Jude Bellingham? But we'll do it the right way. We'll do it because our income is so high, we can spend it. Not like PSG that can lose 700 million over 4 years, and Man City that just fucking make up fake companies so they can make out the sponsoring their own team. Cheating, basically. So all I'm saying is you have to look at Liverpool now as exciting. I can't wait for tonight because I want to see Calvin Ramsey. I want to see Bajcetic. I want to see the next Liverpool, the next great Liverpool. And who better than Jurgen Klopp? You tell me who you want to bring in now that is better than him, these idiots that are calling for Klopp to go. Idiots, that's what they are. And then the people that want Pep Linders to take over. No disrespect, but Pep Linders has been a manager once in his life. He lasted 12 weeks at NEC Nijmegen in Holland. 12 weeks. And then people say Gerrard's not got enough experience for the job, but yet Pep Linders has. Gerrard's been a manager for 3 years. All right, it didn't work out at Villa, but Rafa Benitez didn't work out at Everton, but Rafa Benitez is still a top manager. Jose Mourinho, how many times has he been sacked? Still a top manager. Just sometimes it just doesn't work for whatever reason. Luck, injuries, it happens. So to me, I'm actually embracing. Do you know what? I go back to it, and I always say this. During that season, them 2 years where we won every single week in, week out, it was great, but it became that little bit boring because you didn't go into games with that butterfly feeling, you know, that nervous stomach you get. That's back now, and that's back, which makes it more exciting. And if we can come back now, can you imagine winning a trophy this season after everybody's written us off? It'll be unbelievable. So all I'm going to say is keep the faith and we will be all right. You know, we will be fine. I'm just going to read out my preview now for Napoli, so just bear with me. And get joining live at Bird TV. It's free, it's on Facebook, and click the YouTube channel as well, because I've only just started that, so it needs a lot more subscribers. So, after suffering yet another devastating loss over the weekend, going down 2-1 against Leeds to put an end to their 15-game unbeaten run at home, winning 11 and drawing 4, Liverpool are in desperate need of another magical UEFA Champions League night at Anfield. Already securing progression from Group A might help ease some pressure on the under-fire manager Jurgen Klopp, who has now led Liverpool to the UEFA Champions League round of 16 in all 6 attempts in what the club's longest ever run of consecutive qualifications. Klopp will now embark on his 100th Champions League managerial appearance, becoming the first German coach to reach that milestone. A victory to mark that landmark occasion would be welcomed, and the odds should be stacked firmly in his favour considering Liverpool's 7 meetings with Napoli have never ended in an away victory, whilst his side have won 9 of their last 13 Champions League home matches, drawing 2 and losing 2. Napoli have all but clinched top spot in the group after accumulating a perfect record so far, winning 5, with the only way they can be displaced being if they lose by 4+ goals after a 4-1 win in the reverse fixture. Good luck keeping Napoli out if you do manage to score that many though, as their 20-goal haul in the group stages so far is the most from any team. A 4-0 win over Sassuolo at the weekend proved Luciano Spalletti's men are truly firing on all cylinders, having won their last 13 matches. Napoli fans we'll hope that they have another victory left in the tank for Anfield to break an unwanted record, as the Blues have fallen short of victory in each of their last 11 previous attempts away to opposition in England, drawing 3 losing 8. I've always said this, the Italians, they're crap travellers. They're never great away from home, the Italians. It's Roma or Juventus or AC. They never seem to turn up away from home. Players to watch for Liverpool is Mohamed Salah, having scored 6 times in the previous UEFA Champions League, taking him to within 2 goals of Drogba's Champions League record of 44 goals for an African player. In the competition, Napoli midfielder Pietro Zielinski ran the show in his last head-to-head, grabbing 2 goals and assists, and he will be looking to contribute again. Here, given 4 of his last 6 goals have come away from home. Hot stat, Napoli have opened scoring in 10 of the last 12 matches. Will not play is Arthur, Luis Diaz, Diego Jota, Keita and Matic for Liverpool. And for Napoli, it's Ray Romani and Sirigu. The referee is T. Stiller, a German ref, which hopefully will be a bit of a favour for us with having a German manager, but you don't know. And it's on BT Sport tonight. So, like I say, everybody, it was never been on my Live at Bird TV. It's free. It's on Facebook. Get joining, and also my YouTube channel. So, I can't wait for tonight. Looking forward to it. I'm going to watch another thing. I'm going to watch the 2 o'clock kickoff between Liverpool youth and Napoli youth on BT Sport as well, just to see this Ben Doak kid, to see if he's, well, I know he's an absolute baller, so it's going to be great to watch him. So get joining Live at Bird TV, free on Facebook. You'll never walk alone.